The reason you're having trouble burning fat, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, is because you believe in stupid bullshit nonsense. Let me explain. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the delay on this episode. I ended up going out last night and went like 10 times harder than expected. Hey. Cheerio. Wait, excuse me, ma'am. Where's yours? And yeah, naturally, I just spent a lot of time recovering and not podcasting. But I'm back today, and I'm covering the topic of stupid bullshit nonsense, which is very common in the fitness industry. The other day I was training clients and I had some random person walk into my gym, and I could see that they were watching my clients lift weights, but they were asking me about, personal training and classes that we offer and stuff. And I was in the middle of explaining our services when they cut me off suddenly and they said, "I don't want to lift any weights. I don't want to get too muscular." Too muscular. I don't want to get too muscular, like on accident. You don't want to read a book because you don't want to get too smart, or you don't want to use too many coupons because you don't want to become a billionaire. I don't want to lift weights. I don't want to become too muscular. And mind you, I was training clients, so I didn't really have that much time to explain, but as concisely and politely as possible, I explained to that person to gain the amount of muscle that you're hypothetically complaining about requires a ton of discipline over weeks and months, with the optimal diet program with optimal calories and optimal protein, and workout program that's focused on progressive overload with the right exercises for your target muscles and the right technique to apply tension to the correct muscles and enough motivation per set to push yourself to near failure. And again, repeated over weeks and months to even begin to see some muscle growth. So why the do you think you're gonna do that on accident? Just kidding. What I really said was, don't worry, that's not gonna happen. As long as you're controlling your diet, then it's actually gonna help you burn fat when you lift weights. And actually, I didn't even get through that sentence because they cut me off again and they said, "I just wanna do yoga and burn fat." Do yoga and burn fat. Hold a couple of poses, static stretches to burn fat. Yeah, and again, very politely, I told her, yoga can burn some calories, but it's probably not the most effective way to see significant fat loss. You're gonna need to lift some weights, watch your diet, etc., etc. And I just kept it really short because, again, I was training clients. And the whole interaction really reminded me of another time when one of my college buddies was trying to lose some fat, and his parents told him, if you want to lose fat, then stop lifting weights and stop eating meat, because those two things were making him fat somehow. And instead, he should be eating rice and vegetables, because that's going to make him skinny. And, while admittedly that might cause him to lose some weight initially, especially if he's eating a lot of meat, I'm telling you, a lot of that weight is going to be from muscle mass. A lot of it's not going to be from fat mass, because you're doing the two things that keep you from losing muscle, or that keep you maintaining muscle, which is weight training and protein. So if he's dropping those two things, he's going to be losing a lot of muscle on a deficit. So he's going to end up probably looking fatter, because he's just got a worse ratio of muscle to fat, or an increase in body fat percentage, as we would say. So yeah, I think it's just really common in the fitness realm to believe in stupid bullshit nonsense. And for whatever reason, I think people hear or read or even make up in their heads something about fitness, whether it's like not doing something because it's going to make you too buff, or eating a certain food because it'll make you skinny, or not eating a certain food because it'll make you fat. People believe these things, and then they just adhere to that belief, and they end up not seeing any results, because a lot of times they end up avoiding the thing that would actually help them because of their beliefs. I just wanted to address that because I think it's tough nowadays, even though with all this information online, to find what the right info is. And, first of all, a lot of people won't even do that because they think what they know is right. And second of all, the people that do think, okay, maybe I should fact check, the way social media works with the algorithms now is you might end up going down an echo chamber and just looking up the same pseudoscience that you believed in the first place, and it just confirms what you believe. So if you found my channel right now, and you're not already somebody that does calorie counting or understands the role of protein, then you've taken a good first step. And I think that's my role, is to help out not just you guys that already know what to do, but everyone else that's not really sure, and to help you guys out with the basic science and the established science of what to do when you want to build muscle or burn fat, or both. And yeah, the toughest part is checking yourself and going, okay, is what I believe and is what I'm doing not working, right? That's really tough for people to do, because a lot of people don't like to be wrong. And I think that's why it's important to look at what does the science say. Science isn't about like, aha, you know, it's about like, oh, okay, what I believed wasn't working, but these studies say this. And it's about being open-minded and being open to criticism and being open to saying, hey, what I thought was maybe not the best way to approach it. Here's a better way based on evidence. In summary, if you've ever felt like what you're doing and what you believe isn't working for you, try to look up the information. Try to see what the science says, not what your friends say, not what your family says, not what people not in the industry say. And here's the tricky part, not what influencers who are presenting to you an easy solution to your problem, not what they say, right? If you're trying to lose weight and this influencer says the reason you're not losing weight is this, fuck, did I do that in the beginning? Oh, I did that, but it was just for clickbait. And then I presented the science. But if another influencer says, this is the reason why you're not losing weight, it's because you're not using this product here, this supplement, or you're not doing my ab routine. If people are trying to sell you an easy solution to your problem, you know, it's probably too good to be true, including myself. And on that topic, I think also with fitness influencers, if you have, like, for example, this is the most common thing I see. You'll have like a fitness influencer with like a shredded six-pack doing an ab routine, and then the caption says, do this routine to get your waist snatched. And it might even say in the caption, this is what I did, which is like 99% a lie. That's like a really, really rich person, like say like Elon Musk or something, slapping themselves in the face super hard 100 times and making a video and going, this is why I'm rich, do this one trick. This is why you're not making money, is because you're not slapping yourself in the face 100 times. I'm doing it, I'm rich, you should do it too, right? You already know, hopefully, logically, that that's probably not how we got rich, right? He's just happens to be rich and is slapping himself on the video. So it's the same thing with fitness. For some reason, people like disassociate with that idea when it comes to fitness, but just because someone is doing some crazy ab routine and they have abs doesn't mean that's how they got them. They just already had abs and they're doing this routine. Same thing, right? If they have shredded abs and they go, I have these abs because I'm using this supplement. That seems like an easy solution, but you think about it, if it was that easy, everybody would have abs, right? Everybody that wanted, which is a lot of people, right? So if it seems too good to be true, then it probably is. That's a good rule of thumb for when you're trying to sift through the online bullshit yourself. And again, if you have found yourself asking if what you're doing is wrong or right, and you found yourself on my channel, then perfect, right? Because I'm not here to bullshit you. I'm here to tell you if you're trying to build muscle, it's going to take some lifting and some protein. If you're trying to lose fat, it's going to take some lifting and some protein and some calorie management. And all of that shit takes effort. There's no easy solution to it, although it's all very simple. And for a more in-depth explanation, go ahead and check out this video. And while you're at it, why don't you check out this video? And while you're still here, go ahead and give me a like and follow for more content in the future. And if you don't, then I fucking hate you. Just kidding. Okay, bye.